guys, it's Mary.
And I'm
We invite you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below, y'all. Today we are going to be talking about the degeneracy of Tony and his snitching self. I was utterly disgusted with you talking about a woman that's no longer on the show.
I know.
And
she's
you
not even
had
there to even defend herself.
You're talking about how you guys had sex. She was nothing to you, and that you had intimacy with her. You wanted to explore things with her on a deeper physical level, which to me, Morgan is
the show.
I felt like Morgan, that was another glaring red flag.
And
like,
to think that he told you this earlier, she's just letting it out now. But he has told her way before. From what they're saying, she's let it out now, and the reason why she let it out now is because she doesn't want later on when they're not together for him to play her. So that's what she said. So you're not just going to be now playing me.
He's already playing you. What are you talking about?
You.
Like, it's like, to me, it just seems like the elevator with Morgan don't even leave the damn garage floor. Like, it stays there. It just stays. You
think you're confident, you think you're strong, and you're not, honey. There are things going on within you that you're accepting from this person.
Because you don't want to throw a whole man away. This is a
child.
A
norm. This is not a man.
This is a child.
He is so immature.
And
you're showing your immaturity too by the fact that you even
giving him a chance,
giving him a room to even speak to you.
Yeah,
giving him that audience to even speak to you.
I just thought it was
nonsense.
Like, it was such a red flag for me because I'm sure this man sat down here. I know that Natasha did not just go and give him sex just because. No. He went down there. He told her all these lies. Absolutely. She's probably thinking, oh, he might even leave the show for me because he has connected with me. As soon as he hit it and quit it, he left her, took her on a couple of dates, told her all these sweet nothings. Now he comes and talks about you like some hoe on the show. Morgan, that's a red flag because as soon as he gets it with you, he's out the door.
He is out the door. You just like he's talking about Natasha.
He'll be talking about how you did it, how you flipped it, all this and that.
That's
and then he'll be gone.
That's why I always say with women, when a man sits with you and tells you and talks badly about a woman, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
I don't care who this woman was. When he sits there and he's spreading her name all over the place, he will do the same with you.
Fact.
That's a red flag. A man who sits down talking bad, so bad about another woman, you can tell the way a man is going to honor you by how he talks about women, especially women that he's been with.
Reminds me, she was like just being bold the clown, talking bad about her. You picked the lowest hanging fruit that went home the first night.
She's not no lowest hanging fruit. In fact, that was probably a reward, because I don't know one man is there who seems to be decent. Really, I'm trying to think.
There's really no man that is actually decent. I mean, I would say Anthony, but we still have our eye on Anthony.
I got my one eye on Anthony too.
I mean, but he, above all of them, I feel like he's decent because I feel like he has been handling Cynthia well, and I also.
But that was not his first choice.
I mean, but also, Anthony was not Cynthia's first choice either, if we're being honest. They are, like I said the other day, they two second choices giving each other a chance. That's what it was, really.
And now it seems like, Cynthia has lost her mind.
I was having hope with Cynthia because I really thought she's not going to make a mistake, but it seemed like she was there trying to beg this man and trying to plead her case while we would be a good match. Which I thought I was just kind of turned off.
You know what Andre has done? I'm going to tell you right now what Andre has done.
Because she was like, we'll be good together. Like, I mean, you do not have two greatest girls. You have one. Like, are you blind? Why do you have to make this man see you? Really? I thought that was kind of odd. And that you were still begging Dre to see you. And this man has sat down here on this show calling you vicious, strong. He has not said one nice thing about you. He has not said you're soft. He hasn't said you're feminine. Yet you've been sitting down here crying to this man, showing all your emotions. He called you strong, fierce, ambitious, and all these very strong black woman terms. Really was describing a man.
Let me tell you what happened with Andre.
I don't know what she doing.
When Andre sat there that day and she was talking about, I want to wake up with you every morning, and she said that in front of Andre. Remember, she was looking mad when she was sitting with Tony at one point, and Tony. But she said all this, and Andre felt some kind of way. Like, wait a minute, I'm going to lose to Anthony?
Yeah, and it's just a game
and
for
so
him.
I think what has happened, Andre has been calling Cynthia on the phone, or maybe they've been meeting up, because I saw Andre, it looked like he grabbed her bottom, a little like tap, when she got up from the table when they met this time. And remember after Anthony did that whole thing with her at the beach? Even after all of that and he rubbed her foot, what did she tell him?
I still have another connection with a man that don't like you. Like, I was confused.
So I was like, I don't know what Andre has given. I think he went hard for her after she did that candle thing, because he was hell-bent on having her and winning that. You understand? And so now when he was with Tommy, and Tommy's telling them, okay, you gotta go tell one of these ones. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go tell Cynthia. But then when she kind of opened herself to him and to let him know that, yes, you know, I'm still pursuing you or whatever, probably, you know what he's thinking? Maybe I'll still be able to be with her after all, physically. And once I do, then I can dump her.
Yeah.
And
but
that'll be a good way
like
to
Cynthia.
get back at her.
Yeah.
For daring to make me feel bad in front of everybody. Because that was
or
in
making
public.
me look bad.
Thank you.
I mean, Cynthia,
so,
don't
Cynthia,
play. Why are you playing
about
yourself?
To play yourself?
And the thing is, at the rose ceremony, he's not going to choose Cynthia. He's going to choose Jeffrey.
Yes.
And then you're going to be sitting down there like Bobo the Clown, thinking that, oh, me and Dre had something. I like, and Dre doesn't like you. But obviously she doesn't know that because we're the only ones seeing the confessional.
You being
but I was
Dre,
just shocked.
You intimidate him. But because now you're all like, what's the word? You're all open to him and all this stuff. He showed less intimidation for you because he was there trying to grab your behind.
Yeah. I just thought, you know, I feel like she needs to be with Anthony.
But
it just doesn't make sense for her to go and be with Andre. I mean, he has sisters who are sitting down there talking about, what do you bring to the table? Black male worshiper? What the hell do I bring to the table as a woman? You should be asking the man that. I'm a woman. That's more than enough.
And the sister said that
I don't want none of them when they
them.
have kids. Like, your brother is not bringing much. Like, Mr. Double Twist and two sizes too tight suits. Like, what is he bringing? This man.
Forbes. He was on Forbes magazine.
Were you in the back pages as an editor? Like,
no, he was there. He was. I think he was that time. I think they put 100 people who were millionaires under the age of 25 or under the age of 30. There was something that came out. I think that was it.
How many years ago was that? Was that 20 years ago?
That was about 3-4 years ago.
Okay, what are you doing now? Like David Goggins says, if you have to go back to your past and tell me what's the greatest thing that you're doing now, you're not doing nothing now then. That's what that means. You need to be doing something consistently. So I don't give a damn about you being in Forbes 4 years later. You were in Forbes and you can't find a suit that fits you and you can't get your hair to grow, Mr. Double Twist. Like, this man is bringing nothing to the table. He is a loser, and he is a player who will go and sleep with Jeffrey, will sleep with Cynthia. He will put those 2 notches on his belt, and he'll go around continuing to be an
and
a-hole.
he will dump Cynthia because she made him look bad, according to in his mind.
Right.
But remember when Cynthia was, the way she was crying, when she was talking to Andre, what did I say? She still needs to heal.
You did.
Remember that first time?
You said that.
The way she was crying, and even though we had seen her and she had said some amazing things and showing some maturity, I remember that very first time when she was crying like that. I said, this woman still has healing to do. Because when you have healed, that's not there. That crying like that, when you have healed, that doesn't, you can tell your story without crying.
Yeah.
So
I just feel like her and Anthony, obviously they were not each other's first choices. But I do believe that they would be good for each other.
I think so. But I didn't feel as though she was feeling him on a attraction level.
My thing is, I personally think that Anthony is finer than Andre by a long shot. I don't know what she finds attractive about Andre, who has the little girl hands, the little girl hairstyle, the little stupid twist in the middle of his scalp, and then he has a suit that is all the way up here. It doesn't make no sense when a man has a suit that's too tight. Like, it's just unattractive. And then his fashion sense is in the gutter. Who wears a gold and black leopard print top with jeans? Like, I don't know. If that's who she checking for, Cynthia, you got to heal. You got to heal,
he's
man.
height and he's absent.
He ain't that tall.
Taller than her in heels. That's what she's thinking.
Anthony has a much better face. And he has a much calm, neutral fashion style.
Yeah, but I have my one Anthony. I was just.
Well, you know, I can sleep at night with Anthony. I can't sleep at night with Andre. I have to have both eyes open with a binocular watching
me,
him.
It kind of felt like Anthony don't want to leave the show.
What?
First, he was with Mercedes. He really liked Mercedes. So I don't think he wanted to be with anyone who didn't have children. But Mercedes, she can't get back to him. Then I saw him hollering at Suan. You remember he brought Suan to his house. But Suan couldn't see past Blake. When all of that did not work, then he chose Cynthia. So Cynthia was his third pick.
No, Cynthia was not his third pick.
She
Yes,
was.
he had already made a move on her at the boats. Remember? He walked up to her and they had a whole conversation. And that was the day that Andre had left. And she was not even giving him the time of day because she was still focusing on Andre.
I remember that.
But he approached Cynthia before he ever approached Sue.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
However,
I do believe that's his second choice. I don't think it's his third.
Well, it seemed to me he went to all those people first. And then when he looked left and he looked right, he said, "The bone stands alone. Where my bone at? Cynthia?"
I don't think that's the case. I don't. I think that I feel like
I was
he had
happy for
always
them, though.
showed. I felt like he had always showed interest in Cynthia because he has taken her out on dates. Like he's taking Cynthia out on I think 2 dates. Remember they met up at the table and she had her back out. And then of course he had the date on the beach. He only took Sue out once. He's never taken Mercedes out on any dates. He's taking her out on the most dates. So I don't think she's a third option. I think she is a second option. But
Well,
I mean,
Andre could not get rid of her, and I think the only reason why Andre could not get rid of her because I'm telling you, Cynthia, don't go play yourself and get intimate with that man. But I mean, as time goes on, I guess people will say, grown women who have not matured will say, I am a grown A woman. So I get to do what I gotta do. So there's nothing to really say, but I was surprised.
I was shocked that she was trying to
time,
plead her case to a man like Andre, what she can bring to the table. Which for me, I just felt like she really should not have even answered that. But I mean, hey, I guess that's fine. But I mean, I just thought it was the sister saying, what do you bring to the table? I just feel like it gives me black male worship energy. Why are you asking a woman, what does she bring to the table? This man's bringing nothing except for his weenie and his lustful thoughts and a suit that's too tight. Like, this man is ugly. Like, I don't know why you're here advocating for him.
He has a man bun.
That is not a man bun. That's a man struggle on the top of his head.
With a little dread in the front.
That man got on my last nerve, man.
Messing with you.
That man got on my last nerve. Like, I can't even say how much that man got on my nerve. Like, it disgusted me to see Cynthia sitting down there trying to plead her case. We look good together. Life will be great. Like, she looked like she was on her hands and knees begging. Let me tell you why we will be great together. I'm like, what are you talking about? He was about to send you home.
Our connection is emotional.
It's deep?
Our connection.
I thought first you said it was deep. And first you said that it was superficial. She goes deep with Anthony. Now you're telling me that the emotional connection is deep?
I'm going to tell you what happened.
I'm disgusted.
Andre called her and she told Andre, look, I'm going with Anthony because he's very intentional. He let me know. And he's willing to go deep with me. And then Andre says, baby, I can get deep with you. All right? I can get deep with you. We got deep the very first time. Remember, you cried on my shirt. I gave you my shirt to cry on. Okay? Now, I'm feeling you, girl. All right? Let me come over.
As he calls you masculine on every confessional that he has.
Let me come over. All right? Let's just figure this out. Because I can't talk to you on the phone, baby. I need to talk to you eyeball to eyeball because you know that's how we do. Okay, this is the address. And then this is what you have.
I cannot with you, man.
You know, shocked all of us. And we're like, wait,
I
what
got
happened? What
whiplash,
happened
like
from
my neck.
the couch and you want to wake up to me every morning and I see all your qualities to Andre? What?
Yeah, that was really a mess.
He is going to play you, Cynthia, and he will tell you, don't let us see the day he looked at you and was like, you know, I really enjoyed our nights together, because he's the kind of person
Who will snitch.
like Tony,
Yeah, one the
who
same.
will want everyone to know. Since you made him feel some kind of way when you pretty much told Anthony, like, I want to wake up to you every morning, he's going to make sure that Anthony knows and the world knows that you and him were together physically. Oh, he will make sure.
On the reunion, for sure.
Even though we had a great night, Cynthia, Jeffrey gives me a little more femininity. She gives me a little more womanhood, and a little more softness. And while I enjoy you being vicious, it's not something I want to live with for the rest of my life. We can be friends. I don't mind having vicious friends, but I don't want my wife to give me vicious vibes. By the time he's dealing with you, girl,
You have whiplash. Like I have whiplash now. But let's talk about Tony and Morgan. Morgan, red flags are not for you to sit down there and work out. They are a cautionary sign for you to get the hell out of
or
there.
go to therapy before you even
Get
become
married,
boyfriend and
girlfriend. Like that is so
Right,
weird. I'm going to go to therapy while we're dating. That's why the sister was like, "What? You're having issues so bad that you have to go to counseling and
Hello.
get therapy."
That is something.
That
to do.
just seems uncivilized. It seems like you're making a bad choice, a bad decision, that you have to take this man to counseling. We need to work through this. I don't want to throw away a whole man. A whole man who is emotionally, mentally, and could be possibly physically abusive to you later on in the future. Like, okay, Morgan, like the elevator, like I just don't, like the elevator just don't even leave the damn garage floor. Like it just stays, there's a bee trying to go in the house.
Where?
No, it went that way.
Oh,
But-
you gotta close the door.
It just
Yeah.
don't go to it don't leave the first floor. It don't even go to the living room. It just stays in the garage where
Yes.
the cars are. Matter of fact, I think it goes down another level into the concrete.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I ain't got nothing to say.
I don't want to be there.
I don't know what to say about Morgan.
Yeah, you know, well, Jeffrey has freed, what's his name?
Mark Anthony.
I feel as though Mark Anthony, like she said, you will try, and I said so too, he will try to make it work, but
It ain't
not
gonna
gonna work. Mercedes and him, I don't
I
think
think that's gonna work.
No, I think he really needs a woman who has a place.
Well,
where
that he
go
can
stay.
use.
Yeah.
While he needs a woman that he can step on their neck so that he can get to where he wants to get to.
Yeah.
That's what he wants in his life.
Yeah.
So I don't think he needs anyone. I think he needs to
Yeah.
focus
Who
on himself
expects
and get his
things.
coins in order.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was everything for this one.
Isn't there another couple? There are 4 guys. We talked about Tony, Mark Anthony, Andre.
And we talked about Anthony.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, so that was everything, you guys. I think the next episode is just the women will be introducing their family to their husbands or whatever. So we'll see. But it's Mary.
I know, Mom. I wonder what Tony gonna say when he come back and he didn't get rid of nobody.
Well, I hope that Cynthia uses
Or
this
maybe
opportunity.
when they left, but they left together. I wonder if he'll come back and Tommy will be like, okay, well, as you know, he did send Cynthia home.
Well, no, I did not. I did not, Tommy.
And what if he says, yeah, I did it privately. You know, I went, saw her, we worked together, just so Anthony can hear.
I feel
And I
like
did
it was
let her go.
I do think it's a red flag that I feel like Cynthia should have seen it as a red flag because this man brought you here after deliberation because he wanted to send you home. And you're sitting down there begging for him
And
to
she
choose
knew,
you.
and that's the thing.
She knew
that
that-
they were deliberating.
If anything, I would be offended because you actually want to take me home because you didn't want me. If that's not a
No,
huge sign
but
that the
she's
man don't want you,
feeling-
I don't know what is.
She's feeling like, oh wow, he was gonna take me home, but look at me now. Look at me now. I'm here.
Obviously, that's not healed. So
Some
I
kind
like-
of competition.
I was having hope for
That-
my girl Cynthia. Now I am
And
shocked.
Cynthia, you're there finding all the red flags with Tony. You need to be applying
That
that little
energy.
hunting that you be doing, and you need to find the red flags.
And Andre. Like, I mean, talking about Tony, but you got red flags with Andre. You still
Oh,
have
in
the
your
nerve
face.
to tell Tony as he's there. I bet Andre has not even taken you out on one date since you had that little crying episode with the old
Talking
pain
about Tony's
session.
a player. Girl, can you please
Look
turn
at
left
Andre.
and look at Andre?
I mean, that's why you can't be in people's business because you cannot throw stones in the glass house. Bye, y'all. It's Mary.
And
We invite y'all to like,
share,
subscribe.
comment down below.